Hello, welcome back. Dr. Bhomik here. A quick question before we dive into this topic today. So, when was the last time you felt completely safe in your job? Like, really safe? Take a moment and think about it. If the answer is not recently, you're not alone. And honestly, that feeling is not paranoia, it's information. Today, I want to talk about something that a lot of people are avoiding, and that's the career pivot. Because in 2026, pivoting isn't giving up, it's actually the smart move, it's a mechanical necessity for survival. Today, we have got 10 points, no fluff, no job lists, just real, honest conversation about what's happening, who's getting hit, and what you actually need to do. So let's go. First, I'm going to talk about the 10 points as I mentioned before. So, point one, and this one hit me hard when I first understood it. In 2026, technical skills go out of date roughly 18 to 24 months. This is not a long runway. So, the old thinking, I learned this skill, I'm set, that's not just the reality anymore. And what do we need now is something called skill stacking. You take what you already know and you keep layering AI literacy on top of it. You don't start from scratch, you build up layer by layer. Point two, AI isn't just replacing factory workers. This one surprises people. When we talk about AI replacing jobs, most people picture robots on assembly lines. But that's old news. Right now, AI is eating through middle management, the data tasks, the reports, the summarizing, the basic decision making. So pivot here, move into what's called the human in loop role. You're not competing with AI, you're the person who sits above it, you audit it, you oversee it, you refine what it produces. Don't just compete with AI, manage. Point three, the straight line career is gone. A lot of us grew up being told get in, climb up, and retire. The great corporate ladder. Work hard at one thing long enough and you'll reach the top. That model is basically extinct now. What replaced it is the career lattice. Instead of climbing straight up, you move sideways, diagonally, across departments, across industries. And here's the great thing. Every time you move, you pick up what I call the digital diplomacy skills. You learn how to speak the language of different teams, different tools, different problems. That range becomes your competitive edge. Point one, outdated language makes you look replaceable. This one is close to my heart. If your professional language is passive, vague, or overly formal, you sound like a task, not a thinker. And that's a concept I love, and I call it the high status lexicon. It's about upgrading the words you use so they signal that you are leading technology, not being dragged along by it. Small example. Instead of saying I changed jobs, you say I went through a pivotal redirection. Same meaning, completely different energy. One sounds like something happened to you, the other sounds like you made the right choice. So the key takeaway, upgrade your vocabulary, language skills, and language skills signals authority. Point five, being the person who finds information is no longer a skill set. So there was a time when knowing how to research something, find the right data, pull the right report, that was genuinely valued. I did a PhD in biomedical engineering. It took me 5 years to find the right data. It took me almost 3 months to write my thesis, compiling everything. AI can do that in 10 minutes. So that's not a skill set anymore. The time is genuinely over. It doesn't mean that people do not value people having PhDs. So AI does that in seconds. So the real skill has shifted to synthesis, not finding information but connecting it, seeing the bigger picture, making the call, understanding what the data actually means for a real human situation. That's something AI cannot do with real depth, and that's where you live now. Stop finding information, start interpreting it. Point 6, moving faster isn't always the win. So this one is counterintuitive, I do admit. So we are trained to think efficiency is always good. Do it faster, do it better. And here's the uncomfortable truth. If you just do your job faster, you're essentially giving AI more data to learn from. You're training your own replacement. The smarter move is what I call calibrated friction, knowing where to deliberately slow down, asking the ethical question, applying empathy at the right moment. Empathy, very important. AI cannot replace empathy. AI cannot produce empathy. Well, as of now. So pushing back when something doesn't feel right, and that's where human value actually lives, not in speed, but in judgment. So slow down on purpose where it counts. Point 7, blind trust in AI output is a liability. We have all seen it. Someone pastes an AI response straight into an email, sends it out, and confidently gets it wrong. This is called AI hallucination. It makes things up in a very convincing way, and it's so confident about it. And if you are the person who passes that on without checking, that's a professional risk. The person who catches those mistakes before they reach a client or a stakeholder, that person is genuinely invaluable right now. Position yourself as the ethical auditor on your team. It sounds like a really small thing, but in high stakes environments, this is everything. So be the one who catches errors, not the one who passes them on. Point 8, standard networking is dead. So how many LinkedIn connection requests do you actually respond to? Exactly, I don't respond to anyone because most of them feel like bot spam, and a lot of them genuinely are. The standardized copy-paste outreach style is completely devalued now. So what hasn't been devalued and actually can't be is warm, real chit-chat style, human connection that you are kind of having now through this digital screen. So high emotional intelligence in how you communicate, the ability to make someone feel genuinely seen in a conversation. No bot can replicate that convincingly. And that is your age, my age. So invest in authentic connection, and it's very rare. Point 9, knowing how to use a prompt in table stakes. For example, I know how to use ChatGPT. In 2026, it is the new I know how to use Google. It's expected, it's not a skill anymore, it's baseline and it's basic. The next level is becoming what I call a prompt architect. Not just typing a question into AI, but designing multi-stage workflows, building logic, creating systems that value in good business. Couple of AI that you can use to create amazing workflows. Manus, M-A-N-U-S. Claude Code can do that as well. OpenClaw, these are good ones you can use for your own business to create amazing workflow. Anyways, the key take point, go from prompt user to prompt architect. And the last one, very important, empathy is the most expensive skill you own. I worked in healthcare industry. A robot cannot replace you because we human beings have empathy, and all the hospital workers, even patients and their patients' family, they rely on this empathy, the human connection. And I think this might be absolutely most important in this whole episode. Automated customer service, AI chatbots, templated responses, people are exhausted by them. This is a genuine hunger right now for real human interaction. So empathy, conflict resolution, the ability to truly listen and respond in a way that makes someone feel heard. These are the hardest things to automate. And because of that, they are the most valuable things you can offer. So don't treat these as soft skills, they're survival skills. Double down on them. Soft skills are unautomated, they are your premium asset. Okay, you should be listening to all of this and thinking, so this is me, this is all about me. So the three types of people come up for me. First one, I call it the lifer. Someone who has done the same job the same way, but the world around them has just shifted and the approach hasn't moved with it. The second person is a specialist, the person whose entire professional value is tied to one platform, one software, one specific process. The moment that process gets automated, and it will, unfortunately, their value disappears overnight. Specialism without adaptability is actually a vulnerability now. Last one, and this one is very uncomfortable, the silent worker. The person who genuinely does excellent work but doesn't have the business English or the communication confidence to explain why their human input matters. In a world where everything can sound automated, if you cannot articulate your value clearly, it gets cut, even if you deserve to stay. If any of those land, stay with me because the next part is definitely for you. So, 3 starting moves: simple, immediate, no jargon. Step 1: audit your task. Sit down and be brutally honest. What percentage of your actual work day could a well prompted AI replicate right now? If the answer is more than 50%, that is your signal. You need to reshape how you spend your time. Start doing more of the things that need a human connection. Step 2: reframe how you talk about where you are. Stop saying, I am lost, or I don't know what I'm going to do, or what I'm actually doing. Start saying you are in a period of pivotal redirection. That shift, even just in your own head, matters more than people think. Language shapes how you see yourself and how others see you. 3: start using pro AI language in meetings and conversations. Instead of saying, I check the AI's work, say, I designed the human oversight layer for this workflow. Same task, completely different authority. You're not reacting to technology, you're leading it, and let your language reflect that. Simple. So, let's land this. The automation trap is real, but it only traps you if you don't see it coming. A career pivot in 2026 isn't starting over, it's choosing where you want to stand where the dust settles. The people who come out ahead won't be the ones who feared AI the least. They will be the ones who stayed stubbornly, irreplaceably human where it actually counted. So, if you like this episode, share it with someone who needs to hear about it. I really appreciate every listen, every share, every moment of your time. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you in the next time. Till then, keep upgrading yourself, keep stacking. Cheers.